Hello everybody, this is Jimmy James. This is what happens when you run into a lot of technical difficulties. And I just wanted to... Oh shit, I almost dropped everything. I just wanted to be clear with everybody that everything is going to schedule. The problem is Let me do that again. This with denoise on, I'll probably internal play. Okay. So, like I was saying, I am God. I am your God. Alright, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out. My phone is like fucking dead. And I mean that in every way possible. And I'm trying to get it to work so I could charge my phone and do this, but it seems like it's just gonna keep fucking me in the ass, so I might as well just go get that done and redo the show later on today or tomorrow. That's my only options at the moment. So peace out for now, and I'll be back. And I'm not getting any kind of play sound. Maybe if I did this. Yes. Oh yeah? See you later, baby.
Because it's Jimmy James bringing you a show of no bad and multiple meanings behind each door you open.
Now, you must figure out what I've done in my past life to deserve this coming up next with number 8 on the docket. It's the basement ramblings of a crazy person, just trying to figure myself out. To figure what part of my life I'm in so much doubt. I feel great now, come find out what's wrong with me. Come find out what's wrong with me. This is Jimmy James and company. I have not a fucking clue to why I exercise these demons the way I do. So on that final note, where the fuck is Waldo? And what the hell is a Waldo? For all you millennials, that's a pedophile in a crowd, hiding in plain sight. But in my day, that was something you would sit down and look at for over 1 hour or 2 without getting up and running to the next reel on your merry-go-round of self-torment, cell phones and shit that goes bump in the night. We're on the right flight, let me go wake up the co-pilot, because I've never been so high in my life. This is going to be fun, and the opening, and then I will have my ending. This is only for the basement ramblings of a crazy person. Part 8, plus how many parts I've put together from here on out, I don't know at this moment. I just wanna get to the show. This is not a rambling beat of a normal lyrical thing that I usually do, because they be coming to you like a crazy person in a different accent. As I say this, I'm going for a little more than free man, as I try to free myself from the pain of the organ, which is my heart that always had a problem since I was a child. And saying that out loud proves that I want to drop what I'm doing and play another character in another one's life. So I'm gonna end this with a twist. Just remember you're tuning into this basement rambling of a crazy person, part 8, and then also I can't be for sure that this could be the basement family, good friends, join along with the crazy people, part infinity. Your destiny is here, or should I say I am? I believe there should be balance in this unlikely, unachievable, unbelievable, and invincible universe. Unorthodox, unproven, unboxed, underappreciated. The Jimmy James Show, go listen, or I'll wipe your whole fucking planet with a snap of my fingers. Well, now it's Jimmy James and I'm saying goodbye. Take care of yourself and wake. You gotta do the show, let's go like always. Shut up, Jimmy, you haven't even started yet. Oh yeah, you're right, shit, what was bumping the mic? I gotta learn how to switch from a different voices when I do this. Okay, well, coming up next, just a bad day. No, it's just never ramblings of a crazy person. If you haven't figured it out by now, go check yourself into a mental hospital. Go to the hospital and yell protect. Until then, my friends, here we go. Till next time, friends. is unproven, unboxed, underappreciated. Did you mean James Show? Go listen, or I'll wipe out your whole fucking planet with a snap of my fingers. Well, now it's Jimmy James and I'm saying goodbye. Take care of yourself and wait, you gotta do the show, let's go like always. Shut up, Jimmy, you haven't even started yet. Oh yeah, you're right, shit, what was I thinking? Fuck, I gotta learn how to switch from a different voices when I do this. Okay, well, coming up next, just a bad day. No, it's just never mind ramblings of a crazy person. If you haven't figured it out by now, go check yourself into a mental hospital. Go to the hospital and yell pretend until then, my friends, here we go. Until next time.
It is now time to explain to people just what's wrong with me. And it is now time to introduce you to Jimmy James. James.
Awesome!
Give it up once again for my host who, let's turn that down. Yeah, turn that shit down. Hey guys, what's up? This is Jimmy James. It is December 22nd at 12:04. You have now tuned in to the basement ramblings of a crazy person, part 8. Holy shit, this is my 8th one. Can you go fuck somebody? Because that sucks. Anyway, the difference and, to all that is, alright guys, take care. And take care of one another. Alright. Hey, what's up? Okay. Hey. Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that about? Okay, sorry about that. Alright. Hello. Internal. I don't know what happened there. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Special effects all the way down. Recording all the way down. Oh, that's the recording. I'm sorry, guys. I am trying to do too many things. Okay. One button cancellation. I'm trying to find out why. Could be the wire. Hold on. And I don't have this plugged in. Hold on, just gotta. Alright. That sounds. Shit. Jesus Christ. That is very loud. I think I broke everything. I think I broke it. Hold on. Now, let me go back in the room. Dizzle dazzle that I went on about. Did you hear the heater in the background? That was the heater. Yeah, that's why I go back in the tool room. If you've ever seen any of the shit I've ever posted, it's so fucking loud. It's like its own little soundproof room. You guys are like, this is just amazing. I'm so glad. And where do you live? What's your address? So I'm testing this on Dolby, but I'm gonna switch over and go fuck myself.
Memes and news made on the spot. Is this what the fuck crazy thing called life? Is what I'm doing now. Who knows, life blows, like it or not. A narrator's voice is what I'm bringing to you, you bitch assholes. I'm just joking. I couldn't find anything to rhyme with who knows and blows. I could've said I'm taking you like coke ticks to your nose. Anyway, it's free of charge, so what the fuck, sit back, lean, sway, and listen to this shit on the low down like I do. But I'm not gonna go on and on and on. I figured I kinda cut this short and just run it like an ad in my mid-roll of my show. The Jimmy James Show, A to Z. Oh, how cute, it's about me. Now let's get crazy with Jimmy James and his misfits of laughter, craziness, and historical, comical, and unfortunate, unregarded disregard for responsibility. If you have anything else left to say after I am done, we'll put your middle finger up and twist it around and take a very good look, cause that's what's going down to your butthole, wormholes in life and beyond outer space shit with dust particles and crust in your eardrums. I'm laying this out for you, not for free, like I said in the beginning. This is two different text-to-speech rap licks that I put together into one. I'm nice and like that, son. I tell myself maybe I can't freestyle, but give me a pen, give me a little while, and I'll give you an art form better known as mixing it up on a letter to letter, sentence to sentence, breaking the fourth wall. So before you sentence me to the gates of hell with my rhyming scale, yes you would, I just did right there. I'll slow it down like you're talking to people in your underwear. I'm trying to say, that is my hook, like a freestyle on a pen and paper, or a text in a tablet. But don't ever say that I sit back and I just bum it out, because there's nothing left to do but to fuck this system. Retrospective words coming at your third verse. This is my whole life's invention, and I bring it to the retards who listen to this. Sit back and laugh to all these different that's disrespectful for sure. Just in case you're illiterate or a retard, or you've been in a cave for the past 20 so years, then why didn't you wait there? Wait, I think I'm not sure anyway. Let's get back on with this train of toxic galore. So if it's all the same, all in one, easily mentioning my name, Jimmy James, the rap artist who never became, well, I guess just this is my greatest achievement when it comes to texting or rapping. But before you get off with your popping off your mouth and saying this ain't shit, why don't you sit back and wait a 10,000 word rap lit and check it. This ain't my first one, this is probably number 50 if I really had to count, but I'm not gonna interest you into some Sesame Street. Let's just get on with this beat, which I'll add on to later. So go listen to the fucktard, which is Jimmy James Show. A to Z a fuck stick popsicle with no freeze. So please lick me just once, so I can warm up to your soft brain matter. Rapper.
Hold door. Hold door. Hold on, puppy. Hold on. Hold door. Hold door. Hold door. Hold on, puppy.
Oh shit.
So, you guys are here probably wondering. No, I'm just kidding. This is Jimmy James, and I just wanted to come back. I'm checking some wiring technical issues and all that crackety jazz and stab. I want to make sure everything's working as planned here. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do is, because my puppy has to go outside, and she's looking at me like I got 50, yeah? Unplug this, and the amount of shit I got to take to leave the comforts of my own house. I mean, I got to go all the way. This is like what? How many feet is this? Huh? How many feet, Ashley? How many feet do I gotta walk here? Come on. You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? I'm carrying the whole system. I got the whole PA system. Yeah. Oh, shit. You guys are in for a treat. I haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna exercise these demons. Hold on, I'm setting up. I got a lot of shit to talk about. And I really don't want to pause anything. So, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna tell you guys a lot of shit that you guys. Go ahead. It's 3 degrees. Tell you guys a lot of shit I have done and have not done. First of all, I have not touched. Alright, listen, I'm on Dolby On. I'm gonna switch over in a second. I'm on Dolby On. Dolby. You're on Dolby. You fool. Now, seriously. Oh god, I figured out how to work this. Hold on, I gotta listen for something. Oh. Alright. So I'm trying to figure out how to work the whole thing. The whole shimmy sham, shablam, shablop. And I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Yeah. So the reason why I'm not like getting into exactly what the fuck's going on, I mean, this is kind of part of the setup. He's setting you up to fail, Tony. I had like a loud echo in the back. In the beginning, there was just Jimmy. Now, there is Jimmy plus technology. Plus, I am back to tell you all about the most interesting shit I have done. But that voice gets kinda boring, so let me introduce you to my new... This is my new guest. Shit, I forgot the button, you fucking son. This is my new guest. Now I'm trying to incorporate something new here. See, it seems like... Let me check on this fucking dog. What do you do? You take a pee. You go pee pee. This is me. This is no fucking... I'm not putting anything on for the show. This is what I do. Go pee pee. You go pee pee. You go pee pee. Go pee pee, Ashley. Go pee pee. Good girl. You go. This is how we talk to our animals. This is what they hear. Especially when you walk in from the house. That's what they hear. Or it sounds like, I don't know. Let me get something here. Crack. MC. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing the farting sound, but this is my new voice, Chuck. Nah, that's not it. We're gonna circle jerk our way around back to that. So yeah, guys, what's up? How you guys been? That's great. I can't fucking hear you. I was kind of just actually thought about something really quickly since I'm doing this podium stand waiting for the puppy to pee or come in from Freezy. Hey, hold on, this is serious. You don't go underneath that car. Don't make me go to the trash can. Ashley, I can't see you. Yeah, I'm seriously strict with her. She goes underneath the car. She's not supposed to, but she does it anyway. She is, I guess her birthday is June. How the fuck did I just get off like 8 different subjects? Alright, this just in. The name he was looking for is Daddy Knows Best. This is the new segment on Basement Ramblings. I'm your daddy, and I know what's best. I just don't know where to keep the reverb at. Should I keep it here? Daddy knows best. Stop treating your animals like they're children, because they're not children. They're human beings. There goes one back in the day. Remember, I shit you not. I'm not gonna say who. I just knew a woman who literally said a cat are human beings. A cat. You're probably asking yourself, what subject is he on? And by the way, I'm kind of splicing a lot of shit together. But next up on the docket is I'm gonna talk about why I've been away for so long. I can tell you in one word, laziness. Nah, break. I needed a break. But yeah, let me stop this shit, and then I'm gonna scoop over to the other thing, and then I'm gonna really break it down in the crazy basement rambling style, the best way. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. You fools. You do not know nothing. Your lives will come to a meaningless end. You will all die tragically. I gotta admit, I love this voice. Alright, I'll be right back after this. What the fuck did you just waste 8 minutes listening to, you fucking pieces of shit?
Chapter 1. The robbery takes place while some take shelter, some take action, some take craziness or straight up insanity at its finest. This is a fictional story based on true events. Names and locations have been held back for the dedication or sensitivity of this song.
The fluorescent lights at a convenience store flickered ominously as the intruder intrude on the pursuit of his unwilling to tell the truth that he's an addict, a middle-aged white dude with frankly everything to fucking lose. But if you were to ask him to write this verse, and he would say, I've nothing to lose. You might as well get a hearse ready because I'm going out this door shooting. Even if I had to go to the bank to get the police's attention just to do it, he has nothing in his soul as his blood runs cold. He's a high problem child of society, and he wants nothing to do with this fucking media rockery. But as the sun rolls and the whispers begin, we know that this is just more clickbait for your memes and news made up on the spot. Just another quick bait scheme to go with another system, another computer-made tricks for all you to follow along with offer clicks to get you to follow, like, and subscribe to their news outlet, playing God with your algorithm. The memes and news made up on the spot to get you to click like, subscribe, and please follow, share, and be a part of something that you'll never understand, appreciate, comprehend. I'm not saying this is pretending something the world isn't totally oblivious to yet. All I'm saying is you keep feeding the same machine and the same system that keeps telling you the same old bullshit day out, day in, through and through, and yet you still click the shit. People wondering, why in the fuck are we so stupid, ignorant, or are we just plain bored with the life we have made? But I'll leave you to think about that and who I am throwing shade on. I just wanted to do a remix of memes and news, so on to the next. Another day, another dollar. We all spent something this month, this day, to keep our social media happy. Maybe it was YouTube Premium, HBO Max. Matter of fact, I don't have all the facts, but I can tell you one thing: 5 years coming up on podcasting, and I have next to nothing to show for it except maybe a small portion of the audience who follows, likes, and takes interest in what I'm taking flight to. I told you once and I'll tell you again, I don't want to mention the 1%, but if I can't blame them, then who else do I have left? That was a question. Rhetorical or not, it's just a shame that we keep fighting this battle uphill on a never-ending loop, a never-ending cycle. Memes and news made up on the spot to get you to click like, subscribe, and please follow, share, and be a part of something that you'll never understand, appreciate, comprehend. I'm not saying this is pretending something the world isn't totally oblivious to yet. All I'm saying is you keep feeding the same machine and the same system that keeps telling you the same old bullshit day out, day in, through and through, and yet you still click the shit. People wondering, why in the fuck are we so stupid, ignorant, or are we just plain bored with the life we have made? But I'll leave you to think about that and who I am throwing shade on. I just wanted to do a remix of memes and news, so on to the next. Another day, another dollar. We all spent something this month, this day, to keep our social media happy. Maybe it was YouTube Premium, HBO Max. Matter of fact, I don't have all the facts, but I can tell you one thing: 5 years coming up on podcasting, and I have next to nothing to show for it except maybe a small portion of the audience who follows, likes, and takes interest in what I'm taking flight to. I told you once and I'll tell you again, I don't want to mention the 1%, but if I can't blame them, then who else do I have left? That was the question. Rhetorical or not, it's just a shame that we keep fighting this battle uphill on a never-ending loop, a never-ending loop, a never-ending cycle. So, memes and news, and what does it mean? I don't know, it was just the title I came up with, and now I brought it to life for you guys to do with you. Wish I'm only saying this because I'm days away from a new season, a new show, but don't take it from me because I'm just a crazy person from a basement rambling on. Oh yeah, and I make songs.
I'm just wondering how much you can do, how much you are worth. It says only 200 characters, but do I have to correct all my spelling also? Come on, bot, what can you do, bot?
This is Jimmy James, wondering why I'm doing this at all. Let's get into today's shit.
Because it's Jimmy James bringing you a show of nobody, multiple meanings behind each door you open.
Now, you must figure out what I've done in my past life to deserve this coming up next with number 8 on the docket. It's the basement ramblings of a crazy person, just trying to figure myself out. To figure what part of my life I'm in so much doubt. I feel great now, come find out what's wrong with me. Come find out what's wrong with me. This is Jimmy James and company. I have not a fucking clue to why I exercise these demons the way I do. So on that final note, where the fuck is Waldo? And what the hell is a Waldo? For all you millennials, that's a pedophile in a crowd, hiding in plain sight. But in my day, that was something you would sit down and look at for over 1 hour or 2 without getting up and running to the next reel on your merry-go-round of self-torment, cell phones and shit that goes bump in the night. We're on the right flight, let me go wake up the co-pilot, because I've never been so high in my life. This is going to be fun, and the opening, and then I will have my ending. This is only for the basement ramblings of a crazy person. Part 8, plus how many parts I've put together from here on out, I don't know at this moment. I just wanna get to the show. This is not a rambling beats or the normal lyrical thing that I usually do, because they be coming to you like a crazy person in a different accent. As I say this, I'm going for a little more than free man, as I try to free myself from the pain of the organ, which is my heart that always had a problem since I was a child. And saying that out loud proves that I want to drop what I'm doing and play another character in another one's life. So I'm gonna end this with a twist. Just remember you're tuning into this basement rambling of a crazy person, part 8. And then also I can't be for sure that this could be the basement family and friends. Join along with the crazy people, part infinity. Your destiny is here, or should I say I am? I believe there should be balance in this unlikely, unachievable, unbelievable, and invincible universe. Unorthodox, unproven, unboxed, underappreciated. The Jimmy James Show, go listen, or I'll wipe your whole fucking planet with a snap of my fingers. Well, now it's Jimmy James and I'm saying goodbye. Take care of yourself and wait. You gotta do the show, let's go like always. Shut up, Jimmy, you haven't even started yet. Oh yeah, you're right, shit, what was bumping the mic? I gotta learn how to switch from a different voices when I do this. Okay, well, coming up next, just a bad day. No, it's just never ramblings of a crazy person. If you haven't figured it out by now, go check yourself into a mental hospital. Go to the hospital and yell pretend until then, my friends, here we go. Till next time, friends. Unorthodox, unproven, unboxed, underappreciated. The Jimmy James Show, go listen, or I'll wipe out your whole fucking planet with a snap of my fingers. Well, now it's Jimmy James and I'm saying goodbye. Take care of yourself and wait. You gotta do the show, let's go like always. Shut up, Jimmy, you haven't even started yet. Oh yeah, you're right, shit, what was I thinking? Fuck, I gotta learn how to switch from a different voices when I do this. Okay, well, coming up next, just a bad day. No, it's just never mind ramblings of a crazy person. If you haven't figured it out by now, go check yourself into a mental hospital. Go to the hospital and yell pretend until then, my friends, here we go. Until next time.
Yeah. Bass drop, speakers pop, you know I'm on top. Riding the experimental trap wave, never gonna stop. My beats so wild to have your head spinning like a top. Lyrically I'm dropping bombs, making jaws drop. Flow so unconventional, it'll leave you in awe. Every bar, every verse, I break down walls. Mixing genres like a mad scientist, I'm the cause. Blurry lines, pushing boundaries, breaking the laws. Unleashing my creativity, I'm a mastermind. Sampling sounds you've never heard, stepping on the grind. Experimental trap is the game I'm 1OFA kind. Taking risks and pushing limits, I'm always inclined to put my mind at the core of the attention span of which is my limits. My movement, I'm done trying to push this rock up a hill. On a side note, how the fuck did they build those pyramids over there in Brazil? My intellectual sensual but aluminum foil hat rhyming this for I am the best and censoring my own deprivation and caught hearings from my robot's desires. Holy shit, I think I just had a seizure and I'm still on fire. No, I mean like I dropped a cigarette right now, I was having the seizure and I'm literally on fire. Got to hurry up and call 911, get off of this, but first I got to finish out this lyrical masterpiece. I just laughed when I said that that's no joke, that's a true statement. Let me get off of this fucking thing before my house goes up in blazes. Peace out, I can't do this no more. Creativity, I'm a mastermind. Sample sounds you never heard, stepping on the grind. Experimental trap is the game I'm on. O-F-A kind. Taking risks and pushing limits, I'm always inclined to put my mind at the core of the attention span of which is my limits. My movement, I'm done trying to push this rock up a hill. On a side note, how the fuck did they build those pyramids over there in Brazil? My intellectual sensual but aluminum foil hat rhyming this for I am the best at censoring my own deprivation and court hearings for my robot's desires. Holy shit, I think I just had a seizure and I'm still on fire. No, I mean like I dropped a cigarette when I was having the seizure and I'm literally on fire. Got to hurry up and call 911, get off of this, but first I got to finish out this lyrical masterpiece. I just laughed when I said that that's no joke, that's a true statement. Let me get off of this fucking thing before my house goes up in blazes. Peace out, I can't do this no more. Drop, speakers pop, you know I'm on top. Riding this experimental trap wave, never gonna stop. My beats so wild, I'll have your head spinning like a top. Lyrically, I'm dropping bombs, making jaws drop. Flow so unconventional, it'll leave you in awe. Every bar, every verse, I break down walls. Mixing genres like a mad scientist. I'm the cause, blurring lines, pushing boundaries, breaking the laws. Unleashing my creativity, I'm a mastermind. Sampling sounds you never heard, stepping on the grind. Experimental trap is the game, I'm one of a kind. Taking risks and pushing limits, I'm always inclined to put my mind at the core of the attention span of which is my limits. My movement, I'm done trying to push this rock up a hill. On a side note, how the fuck did they build those pyramids over there in Brazil? My intellectual sensual aluminum foil hat rhyming this for I am the best at censoring my own deprivation in court hearings for my robot's desires. Holy shit, I think I just had a seizure and I'm still on fire. No, I mean like I'm the cigarette when I was having the seizure. I'm literally fire, got to hurry on fire. Got to hurry up and call 911, get off of this, but first I got to finish out this lyrical masterpiece. I just laughed when I said that that's no joke, that's a true statement. Let me get off of this fucking thing before my house goes up in blazes. Peace out, I can't do this no more. Unleashing my creativity, I'm a mastermind. Sampling sounds you never heard, stucking on the grind. Experimental trap is the game, I'm one of a kind. Taking risks and pushing limits, I'm one of a kind. Taking risks and pushing limits, I'm one of a kind. Taking risks and pushing limits, I'm one of a kind. Taking risks and pushing limits, I'm one of a kind. Taking risks and pushing limits, I'm one of a kind. Taking risks and pushing limits, I'm always inclined to put my mind at the core of the attention span of which is my limits. My movement, I'm done trying to push this rock up a hill. I'm on a side note, how the fuck did they build those pyramids over there in Brazil? My intellectual sensual by aluminum foil hat rhyming this for I am the best at censoring my own deprivation in court hearings for my robot's desires. Holy shit, I think I just had a seizure and I'm still on fire. No, I mean like I dropped a cigarette when I was having the seizure and I'm literally on fire. Got to hurry up and call 911, get off of this, but first I got to finish out this lyrical masterpiece. I just laughed when I said that that's no joke, that's a true statement. Let me get off of this fucking thing before my house goes up in blazes. Peace out, I can't do this no more.
feel the blues when you have nothing to lose or lose? Why do you feel anything to yourself when you should be happy, just happy? But then it happens again and again. People wanna pull you down, but that's just life going round and round. Something's gotta be going on with you, but that's what they want you to think. It's okay, there's nothing wrong with you. Your beauty is unmistakably an enchantment to yourself, and so many others waiting to be found. So ground yourself and let yourself be free, because you are the only person in the world who can see the true you. Best believe in that, because if you can't, your life will just be harder every day, every day, every day, every day.
I've been depressed for so many years, and I know now that I'm not the only one who feels this. So I take this message and I deal it out to the world open. I can get through one of your souls. I can't fix it all, but I can try to start here. You are beautiful, and that's for you to reveal to yourself. And that's all that matters, because the beauty is more than the beholder. It is what God intended you to be, and there's nothing wrong with you. Can't you see, can't you see?
So this is what I want you to do. I need you to build yourself up. Look in that mirror, wipe away your silly greed. It's time that you fix your heart, healed your soul. Now we can move on with this out of control. Unbound this life that we all have to get through. Next piece of the puzzle coming down. This isn't my typical usual interlude, but I must get through to you, no matter what, no matter if I'm rude. I just need you to understand your beauty. I wish you could see what I see in the human soul. There's so much good to be, so just let it be. Let yourself go and be extraordinarily happy.
I've been depressed since I can remember, and as I'm even writing this for you to get better, I am still in that mood and I'm still fighting for you. But all I can do is take care of other people, put me last, and then I think I might have some guarantee of a beautiful afterlife. But that's just a dream, what is it not? I don't know, I guess I'll have to wait to go to the heaven's gate. I love everybody, I help them out when needed. I only know that people are not just pee over my brothers and sisters, and I want to pass along this ultimate message.
So whatever you do, just remember that that other person could be you. It all comes around and it all comes down to you. You. So be proud of who you are, because at the end of the day you were made from something extraordinary, unordinary. And I can promise you, you're beautiful through and through. I hope this makes a dent in you. You are, I love you, my brother, my sister. Please let yourself go, just for a day, and then tomorrow you can think what you want. But just remember, give yourself time and take it from there. I'm not worried, you'll get there.
No despair.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to do. Get there, no despair.
I'm lost, so lost, very, very lost. I'm lost, I am in pain, I am going insane. I've lost myself in this foggy mist of relentless rain. I am sure that I am not so sure anymore. I repetitively do the same thing, it's on repeat day in and day out is a stressful feat. But what is the meaning? I still see the future in front of me, and I'll tell you I'm just scared to be or not. But before I go, I'll leave you with this: there is an afterlife. I must be honest in telling you, in the future of mankind, the truth of this to its fullness. I've been to the spiritual, I've talked to a skeptical person, and I come out knowing more than going in. So now it is just me waiting on more and more signs to wait upon for me to give you when the time is falling. I say all this to put our senses to the test. Open up your soul and let them in. I sing these songs, I carry the weight. I see the hate in people that aren't so great. Signs point to I don't know the truth of the fact of the matter is I'll never know. We as a people will never really know. But before I go, I'll leave you with this: there is an afterlife. I must be honest in telling you, in the future of mankind, the truth of this to its fullness. I've been to the spiritual, I've talked to a skeptical person, and I come out knowing more than going in. So now it is just me waiting on more and more signs to wait upon for me to give you when the time is falling. I say all this to put our senses to the test. Open up your soul and let them in. Spirits are among us, I would not joke about this. They are guardians and we are their light. So let's shine for them, for they cannot shine for us. Let's recognize who they are before we leave this earth. I truly believe it is a gift and a curse. But before I go, I'll leave you with this: there is an afterlife. I must be honest in telling you in the future of mankind the truth of this to its fullness. I've been to the spiritual, I've talked to a skeptical person, and I come out knowing more than going in. So now it is just me waiting on more and more signs to wait upon for me to give you when the time is falling. I say all this to put our senses to the test. Open up your soul and let them in. Spirits are among us, I would not joke about this. They are guardians and we are their light. So let's shine for them, for they cannot shine for us. Let's recognize who they are before we leave this earth. I truly believe it is a gift and a curse. Insanity at its finest. Oh boy, I'm going to like this. Why not? I'm the one who's writing this. But before we go down to the pain that is me, let me give you a taste of what's truly building inside the inner me. Insanity at its finest, and I am truly an artist now. I've been doing this for over 4 years, podcasting and blasting into everybody's earshot, from the headsets to radio, straight to the TV, right into your vehicle airwaves openings to hear my dope lyrics on your favorite audio poetry. Fuck it, I'm about to break the fourth wall on this melodies of madness. Stick right there, you'll be glad to witness this at my greatest. Is that I am only a couple months into this journey. I haven't been doing music long, but I have a beat downs. I even put out a couple songs out, but they weren't long. But now I'm trying to get back on track to who I am and who am I. Wait, who are you? I'm breaking through, aren't I? I'm not a bad guy, I'm just trying to get by, like so many of you. The only difference is I have the time and the patience called ADHD to break through. On 2 verse 2. This is a different tone than I'm used to. Put forth before you, back in the future. I'm back on track and my mindset stacked with knowledge that needs more introductions. This is a different tone than I'm used to. Put forth before you, back in the future. I'm back on track, and my mindset stacked with knowledge that needs more introductions. I'm back on track, and my mindset stacks with knowledge that needs more in the patience.
Let's dive in here. You've brought some really interesting stuff today. Lyrics, notes, even a request for analysis. It's like we're getting a look inside the creative process of someone named Jimmy James.
Yeah, and what's fascinating is that we're not just seeing the finished product, right? We're seeing
the gears turning.
He's reflecting on his tools, his inspirations.
Even the financial side of making art.
Exactly. And speaking of his process, he calls his style raplet type poemify type style.
Yeah.
I mean, that phrase alone makes me want to unpack what exactly he's blending together.
Yeah, it definitely suggests a fusion of influences. And that note about wanting to rhyme all of life makes me think he's using rap's wordplay to tackle deeper themes, like poetry does.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
And he even mentions his ADHD as an influence, saying, "Wouldn't you know it about 2B43? Now I see. It was my ADHD that did this to me." I'm curious to see how that plays out in his work.
Yeah, it's a unique perspective for sure.
It seems like he sees a connection between ADHD and his ability to remembering things with great care, which is interesting because it kind of challenges how people usually think about ADHD.
Absolutely. And then there's this app. He keeps mentioning this beautiful app
with music labs that sound really crucial to his process.
He doesn't name it, but he says he'd never pass this on for another app.
What are your thoughts on this app just initially? Well, his worry about coins running out suggests it's not just a simple writing tool, right? There's some financial element, maybe a subscription or in-app purchases.
It's like he's found this digital space that's tailored for his creative needs, but it comes at a cost.
Yeah, and that cost seems to weigh on him. He even mentions potentially having to stop using it if he runs out of these coins. Even though he has a lifetime activation on these music labs, it just highlights the financial struggles a lot of artists face these days, even when they find tools they love.
Absolutely. It really raises questions about accessibility, in the digital art world. Is talent enough, or do you need a certain amount of money to really thrive?
That's a good point. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. He also has this podcast, The Jimmy James Show AZ, running since May 2020. Podcast and the Raplet style connect in his overall artistic vision.
It's possible the podcast is another way for him to explore those deeper themes we talked about earlier, right? Maybe it's more conversational, a way to dig into topics that wouldn't fit into a traditional song.
That's a great point. Now let's get into some of the actual lyrics we have. One piece starts with, I am lost. I am in pain. I am going insane. I've lost myself in this foggy mist of relentless rain. I mean, that imagery is so vivid. What jumps out at you in those first lines?
It's a really powerful image of feeling lost and overwhelmed. Right away, the foggy mist and relentless rain create this sense of being trapped, almost suffocating. It feels very personal, like we're seeing a moment of real vulnerability.
Yeah. And that vulnerability continues in the first verse. He says, I am sure that I'm not so sure anymore. I repetitively do the same thing. It's on repeat. Day in and day out is a stressful feat. But what is the meaning? It's that question, what is the meaning, that really gets me. It's something so many of us struggle with, right? Feeling stuck in a routine and searching for a purpose.
Totally. He's expressing this deep sense of disillusionment with the monotony of life, going through the motions but questioning what it all means.
Exactly. And then in the second verse, he shifts gears a bit, talking about the hate and people that aren't so great. Almost like he's expanding his focus outwards to the world around him.
Yeah, it's like he's acknowledging that the world is full of beauty and ugliness, and he's trying to figure out how those two things coexist. He even admits that we as a people will never really know the true meaning of it all.
Which is such a human thing to say, right?
Yeah.
Wanting answers, wanting to make sense of things, but accepting that some things might always remain a mystery.
Absolutely. It's that search for meaning, that wrestling with uncertainty that I think makes his work so relatable. And then just when the lyrics seem to be spiraling into despair, there's this shift in tone in the bridge.
You're talking about where he brings in this concept of the afterlife, right? He states it pretty confidently. There is an afterlife, I must be honest in telling you, and the future of mankind, the truth of this to its fullness.
Yeah, it's a bold statement for sure, and it seems to be coming from a place of deep personal conviction. He says he's been to the spiritual and even spoken to someone who was skeptical, and he came out of that experience with this new clarity.
It's really interesting how he ties his personal experiences to this larger idea of the afterlife. Like he's trying to make sense of something so profound and ultimately unknowable.
And that desire to understand something bigger than himself seems to be a driving force in why he wants to share his message with others.
Yeah, he even talks about waiting for more signs to guide him, which suggests a sense of purpose, maybe even a mission to reveal these truths to the world.
Right. It's almost like he sees himself as a messenger, entrusted with this knowledge and compelled to share it, even if he doesn't have all the answers himself.
Well, we're starting to get a glimpse into the spiritual side of his worldview and how it's connected to his creative process. Let's pause here for now and pick up with the rest of these lyrics in part 2.
Picking up where we left off, it's really striking how Jimmy's grappling with these huge existential questions, but also just the everyday realities of being an artist.
Oh, yeah, totally. He's weaving together these big ideas about the afterlife and spirituality with things like feeling lost and questioning your purpose, things everyone goes through.
Right. And let's not forget about those financial worries he mentioned. It's a good reminder that even when you're exploring these big themes, you're still grounded in the practical world.
It's that human element that makes his work so interesting. Okay, so before the break, we were about to get into the outro of this song. He says directly to the listener, spirits are among us. I would not joke about this. They are guardians and we are their light. So let's shine for them, for they cannot shine for us. What's your take on that?
It feels like everything's coming together here, right? All the themes. He's moved from this place of despair to a message of hope and connection. And there's a real sense of urgency in his voice, like a call to action.
It's like he's saying, look, don't just think about this stuff. Actually do something. Recognize the spirits and be their light. It's a powerful idea, this responsibility we have to care for each other, even beyond the physical world.
Absolutely. And then he leaves us with this line, let's recognize who they are before we leave this earth. I truly believe it's a gift and a curse. Kind of mysterious. What do you think that gift and a curse means?
It's definitely intriguing. I wonder if he's saying being aware of the spiritual realm is a gift, but it also comes with some weight, Maybe it's not always easy to handle that connection.
That's a good way to put it. It definitely adds some complexity. Acknowledging that the spiritual journey isn't always simple or straightforward.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we've covered a lot with just this one song, but there's another set of lyrics where Jimmy talks about his creative process and this raplet style. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on those.
Yeah, I'm ready to dig into those, especially after he mentioned his ADHD as a creative influence.
Right. He seems to embrace it, even finding happiness in it, which is refreshing given how much stigma there is around neurodiversity.
It challenges the idea that there's only one right way to think and create. He's turning something often seen as a weakness into a strength.
And he goes on to say something pretty bold about AI. Don't use AI to write your material. Do it yourself unless you're just starting out. I mean, that's relevant now more than ever. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a strong statement. He seems to believe that AI is like a shortcut that could stop people from finding their own voice.
Makes you wonder how we preserve human creativity in a world where technology is always changing, right?
Definitely. And Jimmy seems to be saying, go back to basics. Tap into that true inner self he mentioned earlier. Resist the easy way out and embrace the messy process of creating something real.
He's drawing a line. It's like, this is what real art is. And it goes back to how he rejects labels.
Yeah.
He's not just a rapper or a poet. He's making something new with Raplet.
Exactly. He's not fitting into a box. He's blending different genre styles to create something totally original, and that's what makes him so innovative.
Yeah, it's true experimentation.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of him wanting to rhyme all of life. He's not just writing songs. He's trying to capture what it means to be human through rhythm and rhyme.
I like that. That's a really good way to put it. He's using language to make sense of the world, to find meaning in everyday things, and to connect with people.
And it's not just the lyrics. Remember that beautiful app? He can't live without it. That seems to be a big part of how he creates, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Makes me think about how technology, when you use it the right way, can be powerful for creative expression. He's found something in this app that really works for him as a Raplet artist.
It's almost like the app itself is part of his mind, a digital space where he can experiment and bring his ideas to life. And he said he can't imagine using anything else, even though it's expensive.
That shows how much he values that platform. It's clearly not just a tool. It's more like a partner in his artistic journey.
Right. Which brings us to his podcast, The Jimmy James Show, AZ. We don't have any clips from it, but we know it's been going for a while. He seems committed to it.
I wonder how he uses it to explore his creativity. Maybe it's more conversational, a way to get into things that wouldn't work in a song.
Maybe it's where he connects with other artists,
Yeah.
shares his thoughts, and helps those who are just starting out. It could be where he expands on that Raplet manifesto, encouraging others to find their voices.
That's a great point. It shows how many ways he expresses himself. He's not limited to one form or one platform. He's trying different things to share his message.
And speaking of different platforms, we do have a transcript from a YouTube video he posted. It seems to be about self-acceptance, mental health, and finding beauty in struggle.
Oh, yeah. In that video, he gets really personal, talking about his own struggles with depression and wanting to share a message of hope. It's like he's creating a space to be vulnerable and connect with people.
He even says, I take this message and I deal it out to the world open. I can get through one of your souls. I can't fix it all, but I can try to start here. It's raw and honest. It shows a lot of empathy for people going through similar things.
It's like he's saying, I get it, you're not alone. And that's so powerful coming from someone who's been there himself and come out the other side.
It's inspiring. And it goes back to his focus on self-love. He's always reminding people, you are beautiful, and that's for you to reveal to yourself, and that's all that matters. It's a great message in a world that tries to tell us what we're worth based on what's on the outside.
He's challenging those standards and encouraging people to find their own worth.
It is a beautiful message. It brings us back to his Raplet manifesto, his call for authenticity. He's not just talking about it, he's living it.
Yeah.
Using his platforms to spread positivity and self-empowerment.
And he's doing it in a way that feels real, not hiding his struggles. That's why it's so powerful.
For sure. Okay, we've covered a lot here, from his lyrics to his YouTube video. We're getting a clearer picture of Jimmy James as an artist and a person.
We've seen his creative process, explored his style, and dug into the themes behind his work. But there's one last piece we need to look at, something that seems to be about memory and perception.
You're talking about the one that starts with memories, right? Where he says we separate our mind.
That's the one. It feels different,
Yeah.
more abstract and philosophical, like he's exploring how the mind works and how we see the world.
Yeah, it's like a meditation on consciousness.
Totally. And it's a good way to end our deep dive into Jimmy James. It's like he's asking us to question everything we think we know, to look deeper and find our own way of making sense of things.
Well, this has been really interesting, and I've learned a lot. Let's take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll dive into that last piece about memories and see what we find. All right, so we're back, and we're finally tackling this last piece, the one that starts with memories. It just feels different from his other work, almost like a different style, you know?
Yeah, definitely. It's way more abstract and introspective, like he's exploring the inner workings of the mind, how we perceive things.
Yeah, right away he says, we separate our mind. We almost sort of sort or complicate, possibly even contemplate on a manifest. It's almost like stream of consciousness. What do you think he's getting at there?
I think it's about how our minds try to organize and categorize information, you know? Maybe even questioning how much we're really in control of our own thoughts. The way he repeats sort emphasizes that, like we're always filtering and organizing our experiences.
Yeah, now he brings up this maniac manifest designed to go with your feelings and thought.
Yes.
It's a little hard to grasp, but it seems like he's suggesting our perceptions are shaped by what we already believe and feel.
Right. It reminds me of that idea of confirmation bias. You know how we tend to look for information that supports what we already think? Even if it's not really true, like we're creating our own stories based on what's going on inside.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And then he connects this to visuals, talking about photographs and videos as representations of memories and perceptions. It's like he's saying, even when we see something with our own eyes, our interpretation is still subjective.
Exactly. We're not just passively observing, we're actively creating meaning from what we see. And then he brings in social media, talking about this mainstream social media regime that influences how we understand the world.
It makes you think, is social media giving us a real picture of a world or just a curated version?
Right, and he asks, is this what the world loves or is it straight sex appeal? It's a pretty sharp critique of how superficial online culture can be.
It really challenges us to think about why we're on social media in the first place. Are we looking for real connection?
Or just chasing likes?
And that's where his message of self-love and authenticity comes in again, you know? He wants us to look inward to decide what's important to us and not just follow what everyone else is doing.
And he points out how quickly things change online with the line,
Do you post or do you just skip to the next part? It's like he's describing that feeling of constantly scrolling, never really stopping to engage with anything.
Yeah, it's a reminder that real connection takes effort. And being present and being aware of what we're consuming and how it affects us.
He's definitely not holding back in his criticism of online culture. He calls it a sad depression of depictions of people with no sense or respect for direction for who you really might want to be. That's pretty intense.
It shows how much he cares about the impact of social media on our mental health and how we see ourselves. He seems to be really worried about the loss of genuine connection and the pressure to fit in.
Yeah, it's a good reminder to be careful about what we consume online and to prioritize real relationships.
And then he ends with this line. Just a little thought by Jimmy James and his little life tragically. These spiral delights. What an image to leave us with.
It's like he's acknowledging that life is full of contradictions, good and bad, struggles and triumphs, and all of it is part of this spiral. It's a reminder that even in tough times, there can be joy, and that our experiences, both good and bad, shape who we are.
It's a beautiful way to end our exploration of his work. We've gone through his lyrics, his creative process, his thoughts on technology and social media, and even his philosophical musings.
And through it all, we've gotten to know a really unique and insightful artist. Someone who's honest and vulnerable, but also hopeful and looking for connection.
Jimmy James might not be super famous, but his raplet style is a powerful example of what art can do. He's reminding us to be ourselves, to question what we see, and to find beauty in the messiness of life.
He's pushing us to be more than just passive consumers of media, to create our own realities both online and offline.
And on that note,
We've reached the end of our deep dive. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the creative world of Jimmy James. We hope you found it as insightful as we have.
And remember, keep exploring, keep questioning, keep creating, and most importantly, keep shining your light.
Okay, Mr. Artist here again. Just want to let you guys know that this is a real thing that's going to be happening. Come soon of this year. Yes, you heard it here first. This is not a joke or any funny. It's basically my favorite word. Friends in the content realm podcast world. When I leave you podcasting with Spotify, Willie now has to go to butt. It's gonna be Riverside X. So I asked you guys what's next. Before I get into any of this, I wanted to say I was wrong about something that I didn't really notice. I was saying nothing. Recently, yes, I know, go ahead, you can say it. I know I'm saying I'm wrong. Side note, I'm out of sugar and that has a part to play. Nothing to do with the fact that I'm about to make a podcast. Also, trust me, this doesn't make me any more happier. Right. Getting back to what I was saying is what I was wrong about is nothing you check classes. You're not made for Spot APP. Either way, it doesn't matter if somebody subscribes to me. That just means that they don't get no commercials, regardless if they are a creamy preemie member or not. So if you're not a prematurely nutty, just remember you will not get there yourself. Give me a mic and a beat, and I will help you get there. Come see soon.